How's everybody doing, man? We are live in the building, man. We are here, man. The three amigos of Cowboys content, man. The realest Cowboy content you gonna get out there. We hold no punches. Well, we might hold a couple punches. You feel me? Like I ain't gonna get out here and start saying crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Not
goddamn.
Cobra Kai. Finish
Not
him.
this time. Not
Sweep
this
the
time.
leg.
We ain't gonna say the crazy stuff this time.
Unless it's true. Unless it's true. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
Unless it's true.
tomorrow.
You know
Maybe
what I'm saying?
tomorrow.
Somebody say jump. Why? Because a big ass anaconda behind you. If I say it, trust me, your ass better jump. It might be a snake behind you. But yo, man, what's up, everybody? It's your boy West Coast. We live in the building, man. Hey, man, we are here. It is 10 a.m., a little bit past 10 a.m., but I'm going to tell you this right now. If you had your notifications on, it really don't matter what time we go live. You want to know why? Because you're going to know either way. Bada bing, you feel me? So this is what I need everybody to do. This is something that I think we don't do enough. I'm going to count to 5 because the Cowboys have 5 Super Bowls. I need everybody to check to make sure your notifications on. Because there be a lot of y'all inboxing me like, West Coast, you was live, I didn't even know. I ain't got the cell phone, so I can't call you. Read this what I'm going to do. You watching on Facebook, at the bottom of the screen, it says notifications. If you're watching on YouTube, I can hear myself in the background. If you're watching on YouTube, on HTM Sports, landlord from Alabama, West Coast Cowboy, you gotta hit the subscribe buttons. Like you got, maybe we need to add that to the S. You think we should add that to the SS? Subscribe. It do start with an S too.
Yeah.
Okay. I need you guys to hit that subscribe button. You want to know why, fellas? Because listen, all of us have lives, right? And there be times where we can't go live right at 10 a.m. So we'll go live at 10:17 or 10:21. If you have your notifications on, guess what? You'll never miss that call, and you'll never get a text like, motherfucker, you know I keep calling and text. You know that text you get, that call you get when you know what I'm saying, been out and about and your girl been blowing your phone up and you forgot you had it on vibrate and it was on the phone. You know, you ain't gonna get that fall in that text. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you have your notifications on. If your notifications are on right now, I want you to put I notify in the comment box right now. I need everybody to put I notify. That's going to let us know that your comments are on, and it's going to let the platforms know that it should actually let the platforms know to turn your notifications on. That's what I Googled last night. So everybody type in I notify. If you do that, it should turn your notifications on. If it don't, then the internet is lying again, y'all. God damn.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what I'm saying? With the trap sounds.
Man, see, now I feel bad because now I was working on my sound effects last night. Man, I'm gonna work on my sound effects so we ain't got to do them with our mouth no more. I promise. Like, man, I feel bad now. You feel me? Hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Listen to me. Let me do the SS. Pay these goddamn bills. God damn the bills. The bills, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I could meet me like a sugar cowboy, like one of them $1 million Cowboys fans out there who got one of the $1 million businesses that just look at our show and be like, you know what? I want to help these young Cowboy fans just stay on air forever in life. Just
they screw their jobs and just make Cowboy content.
I'm just saying, if it's you, inboxes, we looking for a sugar cowboy, please. But until we find one, this is what we gonna do. What's up with you, Jason? I see you, man. Hit that star button, hit that share button. What's up with you, Jason? Hit that star button. Phil, hit that star button. Emmanuel, Norma, William, hit that star button. Arvin, hit that star button. Norris. Also, I'm gonna let you guys know this is gonna be this 10 o'clock show. We're gonna be a little bit more structured because we want to be able to, because we know it's a lot of people out there that have cowboy businesses. I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you have a cowboy business and you want to advertise your cowboy business on this show right here or any platform, you need to inbox us. I'll get my lawyer on the line. You get your lawyer on the line. We're gonna make it work. Because I felt like when I said that, somebody was like, you know what, I might do that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's you, if you can see your logo down here, like by West Coast or by HTM Sports, if you can see your logo right there, beside that, if you can envision that, inbox us and let's make it happen. You feel me?
Facts.
If you got a you feel me? You got a restaurant, a barbecue pit, you know what I'm saying? You trying to notify you, if you hear me? Got a little dice game on the side. Yeah, man. I'm just saying.
Being a little nefarious, you know.
What? Hey, the money right out advertise a baby shower, man. Let's talk numbers.
Facts. You heard that. Shout out to my boy Darren, who hit me up first thing this morning, like, West Coast, when you going live. Shout out to me, man. I appreciate you. All right, who else we got up in here? Landlord, I know you got some people helping you keep them bills over there. Who is helping you keep the lights on over there at Landlord Sports? Let me know.
Yeah, let me holler at my people. Shout out to Starter Kit Duke in the building, Cowboys fan 95, T Smooth TV, and Nate Brown, Miss Nisa over here, Travis Phillips, and Fish the Buzzer Beater, man. Shout out to everybody rocking, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Henny, who helping you keep the lights on?
Yeah, man, I got Regina Green over here tapping in with me. That boy Joe Tranchina tapping in with me. And I see you, brother. I appreciate you. Cowboys fan 95. I see you. Alfred Crossing, T Smooth TV also over here. You know, he part of the 2 phone gang. He trapping like Kevin Gates is. Jazz and Jeff out in here. I see you, brother. What's up with you? And then, all right, they said the Titans released Bud Dupree. All right, we don't need him. We need a defensive tackle. I need a run stop.
Shout out to Mancho Boomin with the $4.99 for your mind. I appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Let's jump right into it. So, we didn't go live time out. We didn't go live together, but everybody on here was live at some point. Like literally, I was live and I saw Henny live, and I was like, "What's up, man?"
Nah, West Coast slid the butter knife behind our back like Lobby. He shanked us with the butter knife.
What's that? What that mean? What
you went live on us behind our back? You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
I was flabbergasted. Like West Coast already live.
I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me when I end my show to come do work with y'all, and then he just go live on that. It's all good though.
I don't think because I was already live I went live at like 8:30 yesterday. I was
live. You know what time we go live, sir. You know what time we go. But it's cool though. It was a lot of news going on. I know. So I don't even blame you though. I don't blame you though.
I felt like he was going through emotional distress. So you know, I didn't say anything.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Listen to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Breaking news day. I'm tell y'all this right now. Breaking news day. You gotta get content out.
Yeah, you live all day then.
You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie. I was live for like 4. I did a 4-hour show yesterday. Just literally just sat on there forever, just waiting for this crap to happen. My cell phones. And if we already know, if you listen to me, unless you were sleeping under a goddamn rock yesterday, Ezekiel Elliott got released. He is no longer a part of the Dallas Cowboys. He is a free agent to sign wherever he wants to sign. Hey, man, it's strange times in Dallas Cowboy world, especially when your head coach finally comes out and said that he wants to run the damn ball. So let's go ahead and talk about Dallas Cowboys release Ezekiel Elliott. A lot of people are asking, who West Coast, what are your thoughts? Not even just West Coast, what are your thoughts? They're asking you guys, what are your thoughts? They're also asking, who do we think is going to be the what is going to be the process? Not who. I think it's crazy to say the word who, but I think we should definitely be saying what is the process of trying to get Ezekiel Elliott replaced and that production replaced. So I think we just want to go ahead and start right there because I think we be acting crazy to talk about anything else. Like we could talk about Odell and all this other stuff, but let's talk about the star that just walked out the building. You know what I'm saying?
Ezekiel Elliott. It's like I said, man, it's I got mixed emotions. I was good until I seen all the pictures and stuff, man. I was like, yeah, it kind of stung a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? Zeke was a great Cowboy, a great warrior for this team. Played hurt, played healthy. It don't matter. He was there sun up, sun down. He was a great player, man. But, that's the nature of the business. Some stuff just happened, man. Everybody has a clock. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's time is coming. You know what I'm saying? You get older by the day. And as a running back, you age like a banana these days. So, and they devalue the position every day. So, it is what it is, man. You might end up with 2 more running backs before your quarterback league. That's how crazy the running back system is these days. So
I know how long quarterbacks play.
Yeah, and I really want to. This finna be quick. I really want to really see how Dak doing. You know what I'm saying? That's that guy. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna be able to look over his shoulder and see Zeke there no more. And they was there forever together. So we got to check out what our psyche of our quarterback looking like because I know he took it hard.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this too. Like, what's up, T Smooth TV? She Forum, appreciate you. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this, man. Like, that is going to be, Dak is going to have to get a lot of reps with the new running back and the new things. So I will not be surprised, or I will be surprised if I don't hear, or I won't be surprised if I do hear about whatever guys we get in here. These guys going out there to Dak's field at his house and doing a massive amount of catches and massive amount of stuff because, when you have a running back, a guy that's standing beside you for 7 years, there are a lot of nuances like where he puts his foot at, how he, him being able to like step late because, sometimes on those play action passes, you know what I'm saying? Zeke will, instead of doing his route, Zeke will literally stay in and block, man. So, I even said on my video yesterday, I was like, with the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right here, man. Whether I might be getting older, not old, but older than I was yesterday.
With the ER on it.
Yeah, because your boy handled this news way better than I thought. If you would have told me Zeke was getting released, I was like, damn, this about to be a West Coast on live when he found out Kobe passed. Or just gonna be a West Coast live when Dez got released. Or this gonna be a West Coast live when Cowboys lost to the goddamn 49ers the first time. Like, this is about to be hella emotional.
I think you handled it well, other than cussing me out on the phone the other day. You know what I'm saying? Other than cussing me out. I think you handled it well, though.
That had nothing to do with Zeke, though. You know what I'm saying? I think
allegedly.
Allegedly. I think all of it. About Zeke. We was talking about a tight end.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Oh, man. But I'm going to say this about the running back situation real quick, man, because just judging by the past, like we got to understand like who's our offensive coordinator now. I know that Big Mike is the play caller, but technically, Brian Schottenheimer is your OC, and you'll probably be seeing his system. And like he is a very run heavy guy. I'm looking at the stats right now for 2018 when he was the OC for the Seattle Seahawks. He pretty much used a 3-back system. Rashad Penny had 85 carries. Mike Davis had 112 carries. Chris Carson had 247 carries. So, and hell, even Russell Wilson had 67 carries. So, like he was using the running back. He was using 3-back system to run the ball. They ran the ball an exorbitant amount of times, and we played them. Like they were the number 1 rushing team in the NFL, when we went up against them in 2018. Now, they couldn't run the ball against us for some reason. But, that entire year they had success with this multiple run games look. So, I believe you're going to have to get another running back in here just based on how he likes to run his plays. Like, you can't just go into battle with, Tony Pollard and Malik Davis and a rookie. I think you're going to need a veteran guy that can take some of those carries. Because Ezekiel Elliott, you can argue that he wasn't an all-pro anymore, but he was still very, productive.
Capable.
Yeah, he was a very capable running back. He gave you 12 rushing touchdowns. Even if people try to discount some of them, like you still got 12 rushing touchdowns. You still had a 9-game stretch where you had a rushing touchdown. So, there was a role for him to have on this team. And, because like West Coast pointed out, we were talking about we want to run the damn ball this season. You're going to have to get another running back to do that. Like, I have not seen Tony Pollard be a 25, 28, carry running back before. He didn't even do it in college. He was mostly playing receiver and kick returner. So, that's new grounds for him. Malik Davis has not done it on the NFL level yet. So, I wouldn't mind bringing in somebody that used to be a lead back in their day. Like, I know Kareem Hunt is not the same guy he used to be, but at one point he was a Pro Bowl running back. He was a guy that was a 3-down back, when he first started. I know he has diminished, but I'm asking him to take a diminished role on this team anyway. So I would love to get a
veteran. Yeah, I about to say I think it's almost a given. We need a veteran back for sure. But let me I'm sorry though, but somebody named what his name is Alfredo Morales says majority of boys fans wanted Zeke gone. Now that he is finally gone, those same fans acting all but hurt. Damn hypocrites. So you got to realize this is a thing called business and personal. You know what I'm saying? It's a business aspect to both of them things. You know what I'm saying? We love Zeke as a player and what he brought to this team. But at the same time, it's a business side to it. That's all it is. We're not saying we want to push Zeke out of the way, just saying screw him. You know what I'm saying? We just want to get the team better. And if that means that, then it is what it is, sir. So it's just a difference between business and personal, sir. So
yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this also: if you're a Cowboy fan that's happy that the Cowboys got rid of Zeke, but you have no clue what the Cowboys are gonna do, nor does your mind even care, you're weird.
Yeah. Like even the people that wanted Zeke gone, they got plans. Like they got a master plan.
Yeah,
like we're gonna draft this guy.
But I think I'll be honest with you. Like there are a lot of people. Like listen to me. It's two things that men always want to feel confident that they know how to do and they know that they are the best at. And that is making love to their gal and talking football talk to their homeboy. I'm going to tell you this right now. Listen to me. A lot of you guys said this 4 or 5 months ago. Oh, yeah, the Cowboys are going to release Zeke, right? So now you get to go back in front of those same people and be like, hey, man, I told you, I know my team. I know my team. I told you the Cowboys were going to, I called that. The Cowboys, I told you they were going to release Zeke. I called that. A lot of people are taking that credit, but at the same time, they're not taking credit on what the Cowboys are going to do next. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the next step? Like, because listen to me, it's easy to call the mistakes of a child. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of damn predictable. I can literally sit right now, and if I wrote down right now, if you ask me, hey, West Coast, what are you going to get mad at your kids about? For each one of my children, I can write down 1 or 2 things that I know for a fact they're going to do. Like my daughter, she's going to get up, she's going to stay in her room all day, and she's going to try not to wash them damn dishes. Why? Because she didn't wash them last night. She thinks if you don't go downstairs. Like my daughter literally thinks if she stays in her room and just don't go down in the kitchen, that I won't permit that there's a kitchen full of dishes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan long enough, you will be able to predict some of the dumb stuff that they do. But guess what? Predicting the dumb stuff is not something you want to hang your hat on. You know what I'm saying? And now am I saying it was dumb for the Dallas Cowboys to release Zeke? No, I'm not saying it was dumb to release Zeke, to release Zeke. I'm saying it was dumb to release Zeke without a plan. If you don't have a plan to replace that production, that's what's dumb. Why? Because, bro, that means you did not even understand the value of Zeke. And us 3 guys, we understand, listen, $16 million does have a value, but also 12 touchdowns in 15 games, 873 yards, second on your team in first downs. That also has value too.
Yeah.
So you're losing 1 and you're gaining 1, but guess what? $16 million can't play on the field, bro. And think about this. You could go get $16 million worth of players and they don't contribute. So that's where we are now. We're kind of like, we've taken off our fan hat and now we're in the content mode. Like yesterday, we gave you our fan aspect. We was mad. Because we're still fans, man.
Yeah, we still love Zeke and everything he did for this team. I mean,
it's like,
I don't see how you can call somebody a hypocrite. Like, that's crazy.
Like, think about this, fellas. We're going to go back to, I'll tell you, I'm going to give you a better example. See, the first year we lost to the 49ers, a lot of people tried to say they took my fan card away, right? Because I said, man, I remember the exact statement I said. I said, man, this is when I first got on Stop the Damn Run. I didn't even have hats printed up at this point. I said, listen, I believe the Cowboys can beat the 49ers. But if they rush over 100 yards, we're probably going to lose this game. They rushed for like 120, 136. What did we do? We lost that game. See, that's the line that we walk, being fans. And then guess what? Bro, I'm a content creator. And I've actually been a fan longer than I've been a content creator. So we are technically always in a battle, bro. Always in some type of battle. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I feel better about Ezekiel Elliott's being released because I know there is a way you can replace his production. I made a whole video on it. What I'm now scared of, fellas, is will the Cowboys actually put the plan in place? Like, we've given the Cowboys plans year after year on how they can do things. We had a great plan on how they could. You guys had man, before all these other dudes was making videos and content about how you can save money, HTM and Landlord did a YouTube live. That's why I be telling y'all to do little videos. They did a live video that broke all that stuff down at least 2 weeks before it was even important. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like they broke it down when other stuff was, when everybody was talking about, oh, we got to get Hopkins or, da 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 da.
The draft.
The draft. That's what it was.
We did an actual, like, almost accurate assessment of how you could build this team with the money. We restructured contracts. We got free agents. We had money left over for the draft. It was very realistic and accurate. So,
and the only 2 things that did not happen so far, they have not cut Jordan Lewis and they did not restructure Zeke.
And I guarantee you that Jordan Lewis might be coming down the pipeline.
And think about this. They did on that show. They did all the same exact restructure that the Cowboys did right now,
and almost saved the same exact amount of money. Like, real talk, it was very accurate.
When we would have got everybody that y'all said y'all wanted, we wouldn't have got your Bobby Wagner, right? We wouldn't have got your
we got Juju Smith-Schuster that time, and then look, the contract we gave him was almost close to what he got.
Yeah, matter of fact,
Real talk.
he would have got more money from us than he actually got from the pay.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we gave him like 10 a year then.
Donovan Wilson would have got less money too, though.
Yeah, no, we gave Dono more. Yeah,
No, that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
The contract that you guys gave Donovan Wilson was actually more than what the Dallas Cowboys
And
gave.
then that's why I was ecstatic when I seen we signed him back because I really thought they was gonna play him. I told Henry coming in, I was like, bro, we signed Donovan Wilson. I don't care what nobody say. I said, I just went against everybody. I said, we signed Dono. I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah, hey, we had on our Will McClay and Stephen Jones.
Yeah.
If it's a brain trust, it's a brain trust. It's like you can get your player. I'm gonna make this happen. You know, we're gonna just come to terms with it.
Yeah. And that was a perfect show for him because he the numbers guy. I think he really shined on that show. You know what I'm saying? That was dope.
Yeah, y'all was ice water. Hey, real quick, just to kill some rumors or some thoughts, the Dallas Cowboys are not able to bring Ezekiel Elliott back. They're not able to cut him and bring him back because they still have money owed. He still has guaranteed money that's owed on his contract. That's why there's going to be money that they're still going to pay him. You can't. It's the equivalent of like firing someone at your job that's suing you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like there's still a legal attachment to them, even though they don't work for the company. At some point, you're gonna pay that person some money. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Ezekiel Elliott would not like. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. Zeke wants to be a professional. He wants to be a Cowboy. But at the end of the day, these guys grew up wanting to be professional athletes. And once you realize, just think about this. You guys remember that gal that broke up with you? I know we ain't got her. I know.
What's up for life?
You know that girl that broke up, that one that left you. You know what I'm saying? Well, imagine if she just randomly called you up one day and was like, "Hey, big head, you want to come back?"
You getting left on red.
Yeah, like even though these are professional athletes, man. I don't think, bro, if these dudes don't want to take pay cuts, they damn sure ain't gonna let you cut them and then come back on some cheaper money. Like, nah, they're not LVE. Nobody's doing that.
Yeah.
LVE went out like a crash dummy. I could tell he had some nerve issues.
Did we cut LVE? I think we cut LVE. And we I'm talking about on the show.
We let him walk.
We let him go and sign Bobby Wagner. Yeah, that's what we did.
Hey, real quick, what are y'all thoughts? I mean, with LVE re-signed, what are y'all thoughts on Bobby Wagner still coming? Y'all think it's happening?
No,
I think that canceled us out.
I was just going by the report from Jane Slater. She said because of the Leighton Vander contract, she said she's hearing that they're out on Bobby Wagner. So I was okay with bringing LVE back if it meant we can get both. I think they would be a good tandem together. Like I don't think that LVE is a completely bad linebacker. He just is playing out of position. But you know, I think that we really missed out on the opportunity to improve our entire defense by not signing Bobby Wagner. Like the man is an all-pro. He's an all-pro.
Like, if it meant Bobby or a weapon, what would y'all say? Like Bobby or a wide receiver?
As of right now,
y'all know what I want. Yeah,
right now, a wide receiver or Bobby Wagner. Yeah.
I'm on the fence.
I want a wide receiver because my defense was fine, man. But we could probably improve that defensive line in the draft or maybe in free agency, and I'll rock out right back how we was. Just get another defensive lineman.
I believe it. I'm gonna tell y'all this though. You in a situation where you can either like this is the crazy thing about the Cowboys. Like you have an offense that's probably like at a 70%. You can take that offense from a 70 to an 80. With Bobby Wagner. I mean, with a wide receiver. Probably not. We probably take it from a 70 to like a 80 with another wide receiver, D Hopkins, right? Mm-hmm. You have a defense that's at 90. You can take that defense from 90 to 100. To be honest with you, I believe Phil Jackson worked more with Michael Jordan than he did PJ Armstrong. So when I think about that, it's easier to get greatness out of something that's already great than it is to just keep pouring something into something and hoping it's going to get better. Now, listen to me. We do got to listen. You don't have a number 2 receiver right now, regardless. So like wide receiver number 2 is not even in the same bucket as like linebacker because technically we have a linebacker. We just don't like him.
we don't like Michael Gallup the way he showed us last year. You know what I'm saying? So we have one, but you know.
But that's what I'm saying. Technically, you don't have a number 2 wide receiver. So that's why I say we got to kind of like disconnect that. Like I think you can say like guard and wide receiver in the same bucket because you don't have a guard. You don't have a starting left guard on this team right now unless you pull somebody else in position. Wide receiver number 2, you don't have a wide receiver number 2 on this team unless you do what? Promote somebody. Or you put faith in somebody. And you guys know I don't like doing either one of those.
I don't like doing that either.
Nah,
So that's why.
That's what we usually do. It
I'm
sounds too much like it sounds too familiar to me.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, landlord. I'm actually 100% on not necessarily on your side, but I'm in 100% support of the fact that a wide receiver is you don't have one. Like you can't ask what do you need, what can I get this one or that one. You got to go get a wide receiver. That's just what it is because you don't have a number 2 wide receiver.
The thing about it too is one thing you got to say. You got to assess the draft when you think about this move too. Wide receiver is not a strong suit with the K. Like I say, it ain't a strong suit in the draft this year. It's good wide receivers, but we don't know if it's a receivers that's gonna step in day one and just change your life. So I think if you want to upgrade right now, you gotta go to free agents. You'll have a better shot upgrading your linebacking core in the draft than a wide receiver.
I can agree with that. But this is the beautiful thing about this conversation.
And I don't trust the Cowboys. I mean, the thing, not to cut you off here, I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to. I don't. You can't draft a weapon out of the. I don't trust the organization to draft a weapon that's not in the first round and expect him to play.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I want to go free agency. And I draft that boy Campbell or some first round. Then hey, get me a linebacker in here. You know what I'm saying? If I get me a wide receiver, you can do whatever you want to do. To me, you free now in the draft.
Go ahead.
But I was gonna say, like, we're talking like it's an either or situation. Like you have the money to do both.
Wait a minute. They say we re-signed CJ Goodwin. Don't tell me that, Peter Rizzo. They should have let him walk.
He's a special teams player. Like you need special team players. Somebody got to do it. Like you listen.
But you know he was one of the highest paid ones though. He was.
It doesn't matter. He one of the better ones too.
Yeah,
so
he was. He was.
Nobody cares about special teams until somebody makes a play on special teams. So right. You know, so same thing with a kicker. We weren't talking about a damn kicker.
We got Kelvin Joseph, man. What is y'all talking about?
Kinfolk. Quit playing.
I'm talking about special teams now.
I know. Quit playing. He was going crazy on special teams. But you really upset me talking about he on special teams. this man, listen, we could have listened to me, man. We could have had Asante Samuel Jr. We could have had Nick Bowden, but we chose this man. So don't even bring up his name. Don't bring up young gunshot name.
It happens, man. It happens.
But yeah, man.
As long as you don't drop a mixtape in 2023, we might be good.
Man, he finna drop a double. He finna drop a double disc. You playing with the church's money? That boy finna go crazy.
I'll tell y'all this right here. Like, man, like that's one thing. Not to even just speak on Kelvin Joseph, but it's like there, he almost single-handedly lost you. He basically was responsible for you losing a whole game in the NFL. Like he gave up 14 points.
He did in a quarter. I like to bring that up. He gave it up in a quarter.
Go ahead. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, we was just talking about special teams, man. Y'all taking it too far now. You're going too far.
Nah, we ain't went far enough. Listen, he better be a safety next year. I don't need him trying to cover shit.
Right.
But yeah, you're in position where you can trade for a wide receiver. You're in position where you can bring in Bobby Wagner. You still have money. Like that's why you restructure everybody. You say, let's do simple math. Let's not even count the money that we supposedly had after all the deals were signed. You freed up $8.9 million by doing what you did with DeMarcus Lawrence. You freed up over $9 million with what you did
with
Tyron Smith. Yeah. So that's $17 million right there, right? Plus whatever else you had. Plus you just cut Zeke, so you're gonna get another $10 million down the line. So what are we talking about with money? Why are we up here acting like we gotta rob Peter to pay Paul? We balling.
Yeah, and then we just seen how the cap work. We can get all three of them players and have they cap hit like 10 million a piece. Know what I'm saying? For this year. And then stretch the money down the line. Like if they really wanted it, bro, we can do it. For real. If we really wanted Bobby Wagner and D-Hop or somebody and sign OBJ, it's possible. But we just gotta see if they really about that life. And like that's why I asked either or, because we know how Dollar Bill Jones get down. He's not gonna do all that, so it's probably a either or in his reality. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And let's go a step further. Like you got Stephon Gilmore, right? He's on a 1-year deal, costing you $9 million. if you really want Stephon, the way he played, I think he can play another year. You can give this man a 1-year extension, right? You can lower the cap hit on his hit for this year, and you save even more money. And another smart thing you can do is just rescind the damn franchise tag on Tony Pollard. You just seen the kind of money that running backs are getting. You're overpaying Tony Pollard now because Miles Sanders, who had a much better year, right? He had a much better year, is only making like $6 million a year right now. So you're paying Tony Pollard a 1-year deal for $10 million fully guaranteed. And Miles Sanders, who was a Pro Bowl running back, started in the Super Bowl this year, is only making $6 million a year. So rescind that damn contract, match that contract. You can go to Tony. That's a very respectable deal. Like Tony,
I about to say, do you think
You know
they're the
what's crazy?
same caliber back though? Because that's
Hell
what it's gonna
yeah.
come down to.
Hell yeah. Like, hell yeah.
I think I'll take Tony over him though.
Listen to me. As a fan, we all do it, but when it comes to free agency,
it's talking about production. Like he had a better year.
Here go B Bird adding insult to injury. KJ was 8th in NFL in penalties, and he didn't even start. Man, chill out, B Bird. Don't we already sad enough, man. You know what I'm saying? We sad enough, B Bird. Good grief.
People tell you how. Hey, but I mean, this is my thing, right? When it comes to like. Just like Kelvin Joseph didn't stop you from going to get freaking Gilmore. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys learned from that mistake. Think about this. This just came to me right now. We actually theoretically did the exact same thing at wide receiver 2 that we did at cornerback. So guess what? We need to go fix it the exact same way. Think about all the wide receivers we threw at wide receiver 2. We threw Dennis Houston out there. We threw James Washington out there. We threw T.Y. Hilton out there. We threw Michael Gallup out there. Jalen Tolbert, he didn't get thrown out there, but we talked about him doing it. Yeah. That's 5 different receivers right there. And guess who you were trying to replace? You weren't even trying to replace Amari Cooper. You were trying to replace CeeDee Lamb. Because CeeDee Lamb replaced Amari Cooper. He actually superseded what Amari Cooper did, if you want to think about it, by 600 yards. Now, that's kind of crazy because all of a sudden, Amari Cooper's out of here. Kellen Moore all of a sudden knows how to target one receiver. Like, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was just crazy. You know what I'm
saying? Did y'all see them pictures that surfaced of them in the backyard?
Yes, I was on. Yeah,
he got Jalen Tolbert out there.
He got Ferguson. Yeah. Like they practicing right now. Like this
that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see from your leader quarterback, man.
And to keep it real,
ain't nobody gonna outwork him.
And that's like, and to keep it real, like the Cowboys in the situation that you have, like, man, they put Dak in a situation where he need to just move them dudes in their house, man. They need to move. Turpin and all them dudes need to move into the house together. They need to all be living together because we have a lot of there's this word that people don't believe in that actually exists in football to a degree. On offense, chemistry. You know what I'm saying? On defense, bro, you can just drop dudes in there. They can get it popping yada bing bang bing boom boom. You know what I'm saying? In defense, especially when there are routes that are based upon timing and things like that, you need that. So it's like that's another reason why I ain't trying to start this today. But man, that's another reason why, bro. Like Dalton Schultz, man. Like we have listen. There's only 11 people on our offense. 11. Only 11.
Glad you said Dalton Schultz. This might be Dalton Schultz day.
Listen to me. There's on.
We need to prepare.
Wait, but time out. Time out real quick.
Dude, we need to prepare.
I will be upset. Listen to me. I will be upset if the Cowboys sign Dalton Schultz before they go get a wide receiver number 2. You want to know why? Because Dalton Schultz has already shown you that he'll work with you. So why you got to rush? And I ain't heard his name nowhere.
They ain't trying. I'm saying this might be the day he gets signed by somebody else. That's why I said we might need to prepare.
Goddamn.
Man, not with the way the tight end market is. They ain't getting paid jack.
So you think he gonna come back home with his head down?
Man, with his tail tucked between his legs.
Man, Lord, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I think the Cowboys could have got him on a cheap contract last year. I think the Cowboys are really the ones who told Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz was probably sitting up like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm about to get about 4."
Time out. You saying the Cowboy told him it's not me, it's you. It's not you, it's me.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that Dalton Schultz and his agent were probably sitting around saying, "Man, we're gonna go to Jerry and we're gonna ask for $6-7 million a year. You're gonna be a $7 million tight end." And he's like, "Yeah." And then he walks into the office and Jerry's like, "Yo, what's up? I got some bad news. What's going on? We're going to give you the franchise tag." You going to give me $10 million? Yes, we're gonna give you $10 million. I don't believe that Dalton Schultz coming into the season last year was thinking that he was gonna be a franchise tag making $10 million on that season. I don't believe that. I think the Cowboys are the ones who created that value. I don't.
That's Steven being cheap too.
Yes, because my thing is this, man. Like, bruh, I feel like Dalton. Now, if he don't get signed today, and it's kind of crazy because he is technically the number one tight end out there, right?
Don't be shocked if somebody go bet on him and give him some money.
I mean, it happens, but
It
if
happens.
it do,
They love other teams, like the young quarterback teams love tight ends.
Kelly might be over there on the phone.
I mean, it's rumored, but
Hey, don't link Dalton. Don't link him to Kellen, because that's like saying that, West Coast was over there messing with the hoodlums. Don't do that. When you say Kellen Moore, folks, oh yeah, I hate it.
Ooh.
Hey, one more thing I gotta say before we wrap it up, and it's gonna be disturbing. It's gonna be a tough conversation, right? We like Zeke. We love Zeke as a Cowboy. How would you feel if he go sign with the Eagles or somebody?
It is what it is. Just tell him,
Cause I wish him well. I hope he do good. But if he goes to somebody like that, I'm gonna be like, man.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this right now. When you dump your girlfriend or you let her go and you can't get mad, you know what I'm saying? She come back through with an op. You can't.
Oh no, bro. It's like, because it's certain moves. It's like you gonna take it personal though.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you this right now,
if
man.
she coming, that's if she come back with your own boy.
Listen to me.
You know what I'm saying?
Right now, if Zeke really, really, really loved the Dallas Cowboys and he really, really wanted to retire a Cowboy, he gonna sign with someone that will allow him to play the Cowboys. That's just what it is, bro. That's what it is. And I've heard that.
So he can get back at him.
Bro, and not even to get back, but you want to validate yourself, bro. Like, because think about this. This is the first time in Zeke's life that he's ever felt not wanted.
I just be wanting to make people like get prepared. Because if he do something like that, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be opposite for me. I'm gonna be like, man, hey, dog.
I'm gonna tell you where I honestly think Zeke
would better not sign with the Eagles, bro.
I'm gonna tell you where I think Zeke where I think he would be a perfect fit. Like, I think he would be a perfect fit in a Jacksonville. I think he would be a perfect fit in a New York Jets. I think he would be a perfect fit Buffalo. I don't know, because I don't know how Zeke's gonna look in that snow. You gonna be in that snow at least 3 games.
Be a little slower in that snow.
Exactly. And the muscles going. I don't know if Zeke want to play. I wouldn't want to go to the snow. I would.
You need to run the ball too in the snow.
And Buffalo is different than MetLife. That's just different. You know what I'm saying? So and like me personally, I'm hoping to God that he's in the AFC. That's why, if you notice, I'm only. But
I do not want to see him go to. As long as he don't go to the NFC East teams,
or since
maybe either San Francisco, we probably good.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Since Cincinnati was my last team I was gonna say before it, but Cincinnati is the last one, because I think right now, if you're Cincinnati and you're a team that already excels well in throwing like that, if I'm a team, the teams that should be interested in Zeke are teams that already are already for the most part excelling in throwing, right? So now you need to add another dynamics to your offense. Zeke doesn't really need to go to like a team that's going to be like, we need you to be. I'm not saying he's not a bell cow. I'm not saying that.
But we ain't scared of Zeke. We just saying like, I'll be saying like I'll take it kind of personal if he go to these teams.
That's and listen to me, it's not even a fear of scare, because you got to think like this. We play some really good ass teams, bro. So if any of the teams on our schedule, imagine if the 49ers added Zeke.
I'd be mad at them. Then.
I mean, imagine, like, think about this. Like, what you said about the Eagles is a real statement. Let's take a fear out of it altogether. Imagine if I told you that the number one team in our division last year, the Eagles, took 12 of our touchdowns and put it on their team. Why? I'm not saying I would be afraid, but there is a level of respect.
Yeah.
Because I know that my defense still can't stop the run. Bro, I can name you a slew of running backs that you've never even heard of that the Cowboys couldn't stop.
somebody said I would cry. So and then somebody said if I'm Zeke, I'm going to the Eagles. You real opt out, ain't you? Ooh. You opt out, boy.
So Overett said he might go to the Browns. Team back up with Cooper.
Him and Coop together.
Well, I mean, one thing I will say about Cleveland though is
they like to run the ball.
not even run the ball, bro. If Zeke goes to Cleveland, back to Ohio, bro, he's back rock star status, bro. Like
Possibly,
that. Like that.
But not look though, he coming after them good running backs too though. So he'll have to produce though. They had some good backs over there though.
And also, I'm gonna tell you, Cleveland. I think Cleveland. You got to decide if if they're going to a 2-back system or are they going to go to a 1-back system. I think right now if you're Zeke for your career, go to a team that passes the ball heavily. The reason being is because you will play longer. If you go to listen to me, you don't want to get. If you didn't want the Cowboys to burn you up, why are you gonna get burnt up by some random ass team that you know you ain't gonna have? They not gonna hang your jersey in the rafters.
He definitely wouldn't go to Kellen either. He wouldn't go back to Kellen. He wouldn't go to Kellen. I see Dalton Schultz. That might if Dalton Schultz lead the Cowboys, I think he might be a Charger.
I mean, who else wants him?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's the one that make the most sense because
my people,
he know he can work with Kellen.
My people's. I ain't gonna say my people's. The people's I've spoken to said the teams that were most interested in, from the conversation they had was the Detroit Lions and the New Orleans Saints. You know what I'm saying? 2 teams that play inside, 2 just like Cowboys.
What y'all feel about, hey, this is off subject. What y'all feel about linebacker Miles Jack?
I know the Cowboys liked him a lot, and Brian Brodus was basically one of the Dallas Cowboys chief influencers for the draft, and he was madly in love with Miles Jack. The reason why the Cowboys didn't really pick him at that time is because there was a report out there that said if he got hit that he would never play football again. But they also said the same thing about Jalen Smith, and for the most part, guys have been relatively healthy.
Yeah.
Like, have you guys noticed that as soon as they be like, oh yeah, this guy's never gonna full a season, he goes somewhere and in the Motherfucker plays exactly what they do exactly what
I'm hoping that happens to Tyron
Smith.
I just say Miles Jack is 7 years in.
Hey, listen, you were literally in my head.
I'm hoping that happens to Tyler Smith.
But
Tyron, man, my bad. It's so many T's and
we need him at this point if he's gonna be the starting left tackle.
2 questions about any linebacker. One, the only questions I ask about any linebacker, I don't even care his name. Does he play true middle linebacker? And is he an upgrade for Leighton Vander Esch? If he's 2 of 2, you got to be interested. Yes. If he's 1 of 2, I'm probably still interested.
Exactly. And he is still a true middle linebacker. And playing middle linebacker, yes. Because, I think Leighton Vander Esch is a good linebacker when you're not asking him to be a middle linebacker. If that makes any sense. Like when he's not playing middle linebacker, I think that he's very capable. But
we got to remember, we don't have all the questions right now. It's March, y'all. It's going to be some unanswered questions right now. We still very early in the team building process. Like people like who going to replace his production? We don't know. We got to figure it out.
We still got to listen. We still got the rest of free agency. Then we got the draft.
Yeah.
Then you got people that still going to get cut after June 1st that might end up on a team after that.
And if we make a big move, you might have some people who want to team up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Who will take some money, a little money.
Quincy said Leonard Fournette is a good blocking back, and he runs hard. He does. And listen, I think Leonard Fournette could have a spot as a running back 2 or 3, but that's pretty much what we're looking for, running back 2. I can't see him being the lead
for the Cowboys because Sky made that kind of comment this morning. I said, who gonna bail Michael Parsons out? Because him and Michael had some problems.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
They gonna be hidden in practice for real.
Good. I want it chippy.
Nah, they gonna be hidden.
Listen to me. I think a criteria for a number 2 back right now needs to be a guy that can actually be your number 1 back also, because the only way you're going to have 2 backs is if Tony Pollard's 100% healthy. If Tony Pollard's not 100% healthy, you only have one running back.
Tyrone Search said he lazy.
You know what I'm saying? So
a lot of people say that about Lenny.
My question for running back right now is, first thing and foremost, you got to be able to pass block, because even if Tony Pollard is healthy, 100% healthy, and listen to me, y'all can't just tell me, not saying y'all, but I'm saying comment box, you guys will say, oh yeah, he does pass block. Yeah, everybody does pass block, but does everybody do it at a high level? You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to understand. We need a guy in here that can pass block. And to be honest with you, I think another criteria is this has to be a guy that is effective in and on the goal line. Like, he has to be able to be effective in those trenches and the spots where we chose not to give Tony Pollard the ball. And we got to remember, too, that Tony Pollard is going to be on a snap count. Think about this. He was on a snap count when he was 100% healthy. I don't see how the Dallas Cowboys would have would sit down and come up with a plan that would say we're going to give a running back coming off of an injury more snaps than we were willing to give him when he was 100% healthy. I just don't see that math happening. And I'm tell you guys, I don't even see Tony Pollard's workload theoretically changing, because if he's on a franchise tag, you have more onus to keep him healthy so that you can, because you got to pay him regardless than you do to just running him ragged. So, in whatever running back we get, he has to be guy that has to almost be a fringe number one running back, because he might be your running back, your number one running back for the first couple of weeks. It might be him and Malik Davis for a little bit.
I like Malik, man. I'm
I
gonna
like
keep
Malik
saying
Davis.
that. I'm telling y'all, if that man gets some opportunities, I think he's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I believe so too. But I'm finna depart from y'all. I got stuff.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here too, man.
Good. Hey, West Coast gonna be. Hey, let them know where they can find you. I'm gonna still be live for about 30 more minutes, fellas. So go ahead and let them know where they can find you guys at.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny DeMo reporting live from the liquor store. I'll be back later on tonight. I'm gonna go live at 7, give y'all about an hour some change of content. So hey, just tap back in. Hey, please go hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, and I will see y'all later on.
Already. But I go by Landlord from Alabama. Your plug for everything about America's team, man, with the same handle all over social media, man. So please hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. Shout out to West Coast. This was a great show, man. I appreciate everybody rocking, man.
Appreciate you, my guy, and I will see y'all later. We got to get some live tonight, everybody. All right, so yo, man, let's go ahead and finish this up. Well, not finish this up. We conversating. We rocking. We ain't tripping. But hey, let's go ahead and talk about some of the subjects we were. Can Dallas bring Zeke back after June 1? No, because the Dallas Cowboys still owe him money. The Dallas Cowboys cannot bring Zeke. They would not be able to bring him back at all this year. Now they would be able to bring him back next year when the guaranteed money that they owe him is already paid, but they won't be able to bring him back this year. And to be honest with you, Zeke would not come back under those circumstances, man. Like, these guys still have pride. They still have, they still have a very strong, high opinion of themselves and how people view them. So they're not gonna. He just wouldn't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about DeAndre Hopkins, because I think that's the biggest thing that's going on right now is the Cowboys possibly interested in bringing in DeAndre Hopkins. West Coast, what are my thoughts on Cowboys bringing in Hopkins? Listen to me. I made a video 2 weeks ago saying that I was in support of the Cowboys doing it. Do I think the Cowboys give away the assets that they're going to need to go get it, man? I don't know, man. It kind of remains to be seen. But I will say this, the Dallas Cowboys are also doing a lot of stuff this offseason that you would typically not see the Cowboys doing, like firing their offensive coordinator and getting rid of Zeke all within like a month. You know what I'm saying? So, there's a lot of things that I think the Cowboys might actually do differently this season. So should the Cowboys be interested in DeAndre Hopkins? Hell yeah, you should be. But at the same time, I also think that you should be interested in Adam Thielen too. You know what I'm saying? Because if Michael Gallup's numbers say that he's a third receiver. Now his pay says that he needs to play like a number one. I mean, like a number two, because he's gonna make $11 million this year. You know what I'm saying? But his play says that he's a number 3 receiver. You know what I'm saying? So if it doesn't work, this is my thing. If you strike out with Hopkins and it does not work, what is your plan B? Because I like the fact that Hopkins is your plan A. I love that. But we know the Cowboys tend not to get their plan A's. So what is our plan B? You know what I'm saying? I don't want the Cowboys. I don't want their plan A to be, okay, we're going to trade for DeAndre Hopkins, but plan B is we're going to promote Michael Gallup and hope it works. No, there should be at least a plan B, C, and D after that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it doesn't work with DeAndre Hopkins, then you should be on the phone with Adam Thielen. If it doesn't work with Adam Thielen, you should be on the phone with, Odell Beckham. If it don't work out, you should keep on trying. At the end of the day, keep freaking trying. You know what I'm saying? Where would OBJ, where would he be on my list? Honestly, OBJ is, I'm not a big fan of OBJ. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say I don't think he's gonna play 17 games, because how would I be able to say this? I don't think Tyron Smith's gonna play 17 games, but that's no stop me from playing him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he play until he get hurt. When he get hurt, I'll bring somebody else in. I just feel like if you're okay with getting OBJ, why the hell are you not going on Hopkins? Like, he has a better skill set. He's younger. He's less injury prone. You know what I'm saying? There's so many positive. And man, OBJ hasn't played in a year, bro. He hasn't played football in a full calendar year. That scares me at his age. Like, that scares me. At least Tyron Smith gave me, 4 games last year? You know what I'm saying? But OBJ has not played in a full calendar year. And I told you guys last year, I said, man, I can almost guarantee OBJ is not going to play a down in 2022. And he didn't. He did not. So do the Cowboys go back and have that conversation with him? I'm pretty sure they do. You mean, you should be interested. And I'm going to be honest with you. Like, this is something that you guys are not going to really understand, but this is what comes with business. The Dallas Cowboys lost the 7th best jersey seller in all of football. You got to replace that money, bro. So do I believe the Cowboys are going to go get an offensive weapon? Hell yeah, they are. They're going to go get it on the fact that, man, a Hopkins jersey in Dallas, that's going to sell. A OBJ jersey in Dallas, that's going to sell. Adam Thielen, probably not so much. That's why I think a lot of conversation ain't happening about him too right now. Because listen to me, you sign OBJ, y'all going to buy 1 million jerseys before he even plays a down for the Dallas Cowboys. You go get Hopkins, I'm getting the jersey, I already know. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. But think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're going to sell a crazy amount. So I think there is definitely reason why their names are really attached to those Cowboys, because there is some financial gain that has to do with it. Hopkins is my first option. Out of talent wise, definitely. He's my first option too. Out of what's easier to get. And I'm going to tell y'all this right here. I think you should go get Hopkins and Thielen. Like, why not? Like, Adam Thielen's a free agent. You could damn near sign him for vet minimum if he agrees to it. You could get Adam Thielen for $1 million a year if he agrees to it. He's a veteran. He's a 8-year veteran. You could theoretically sign both of them. So it's like all this one and done, or all this, we got to get this guy or that guy. Nah, get them all, Cowboys. Get them all. Especially if you go, like, if you get an OBJ, you better get somebody else. Why? Because there's a high chance he's going to get hurt. There's a high chance that he might miss some games. You know what I'm saying? So you need to have, if you sign a guy like OBJ, you need to sign a plan B also. Or you need to start really putting hope and prayer into Jalen Tolbert. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If the Cowboys have not given up on Jalen Tolbert, they're going to find a way to get him on the field this year. Do you think Zeke's jersey will still sell like Emmitt Smith? Right now, no. I don't think people were buying Emmitt Smith jerseys when he was playing for the Arizona Cardinals. So right now, no, I don't believe so. Also, Zeke didn't play as long for the Cowboys as Emmitt Smith. Emmitt played for like 11 years, if I'm not mistaken, right? How long did Emmitt Smith play for us? Max Berg, can't sign him. Cowboys still owe him money. Yes, you can't sign Ezekiel Elliott if you owe him money. Hey, you guys, we're sitting at 500 stars. I really ain't been pushing them, but we're trying to get to 2,000. If you can hit that star button, let me know, man. So he says, I would definitely go get D-Hop jersey. OBJ leg is not trustworthy. Hopkins and Wagner and our draft needs. Absolutely. I'll take that. Broncos supposed to be shopping Jerry Jeudy and Cortland Sutton. I would take Jerry Jeudy out of that bunch. Jerry Jeudy reminds me of a very young Amari Cooper. Very, very, very talented route runner. A guy who doesn't need an offensive coordinator to help him get open, meaning he can use his actual God ability, like them feet that God gave him. You know what I'm saying? His mama helped him build him. He can use those types of things. I think he would be good in this offense. He would be like a Cole Beasley, almost like a faster tight end. Where he's a wide receiver. When I say faster tight end, meaning that he's your dump off guy. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If he played 13 seasons, god damn, yeah, that Zeke played 7 years. So, I mean, to be honest with you, on the real, y'all could really treat Zeke like, I don't know. I think Tony Romo jerseys still sell. People don't buy Tony Romo jerseys for me, but I'm pretty sure they still sell. I think Zeke will be a Tony Romo figure to the Cowboys. Like, there are people who love Tony Romo, and then there are people who just absolutely hate him. I don't get it either. But I think that's where Zeke is going to be. You know, they'll always talk about, will we put Zeke's names will Zeke's name go in the Ring of Honor? They'll talk about it, but they'll never do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he'll be in that grace. You know what I mean? It is what it is. F. Killimore, right? Hey, what do you think about Keith Mitchell? He runs a 4.34. I got to take a look at him before I can give you really a solid assessment on him. But I like Jerry Jeudy, though. It's gonna cost a first for Jeudy. No thanks. I don't think it's gonna cost. I mean, think about this. If you got to give up a first round pick, your pick is 26. I'll do that. pick 26 is 5 picks away from, wait, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 7 picks away from being in the second round. I would do that. I mean, if it's picks 12, no, I wouldn't do it. But pick 26, Jerry Jeudy's probably a better value than what you're going to get at pick 26, unless that cornerback's there from Penn State. But at 26, I would do it. You got some people that are saying they would give up pick 26 for DeAndre Hopkins. I wouldn't. Because they didn't even trade DeAndre Hopkins for a first-round pick. And Jerry Jeudy's younger. For pick 26, just straight up, I might do it, man. I might actually do it, bro. I might actually do it. If I was going to draft a wide receiver in the first round, I would do it. You have to pay Jerry Jeudy in 2 years. You don't got to pay him right now. Because Jeudy, if I'm not mistaken, he got drafted the same year as CeeDee Lamb, right? So you have a 5th-year option on him. So if you traded for Jeudy, you would still technically have 2 years on his contract. You don't necessarily have to pay him either because he has not had the season like CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb has actually exceeded. Like CeeDee Lamb was a Pro Bowler. I don't think Jerry Jeudy's been a Pro Bowler. Let me see if he's. You can play. You could literally listen. They should play CeeDee Lamb now, and then you could play Jerry Jeudy in 2 years. And think about this. Technically, you know, I mean, the Cowboys gave Amari Cooper an extension and let him go 2 years ago. 2 years later. What's up with you, Bubba? Brandon Cooks from Houston. He was making $18 million last year. Cowboys tried to trade for him. Who you gonna stop? Who's gonna stop the run? Honestly, right now, I think you're in the same predicament that you were last year as far as stopping the run. It's gonna be non-existent until we figure out who can. Like I don't believe just because the season starts over that you have elements on your team that you didn't have before. So if the Cowboys didn't do anything to improve their ability to stop the run, I don't think they're gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna be the same thing. I just hope Zeke calls it quits. I think he's deserved. Heck, Zeke deserves to go out better than what he went out. Man, Zeke does not deserve to have his last play in the NFL be as a center. He deserved better than that. Eagles gonna take corner from Penn State. I think the Eagles are gonna take that running back, man. I think the Eagles gonna take a running back. I think they're gonna take Bijan Robinson. Keep it real. I mean, it makes so much sense, bro. They have a free first-round pick because remember they have the New Orleans Saints pick, so they have a free first-round pick. So it low-key makes sense, man. And think about this: they draft before we do. West Coast, who I pick for a running back? Who I pick? What you mean? Who I pick? Dante Foreman will probably be my number one because Jamal Williams just got signed yesterday. Alexander got signed yesterday. So Dante Foreman, I'm gonna make a video on him today. He'd be my first choice. If the Cowboys win a ring, give Zeke his ring. No, if Cowboys win a ring, Zeke don't get no ring. Just like Dez can't get a ring. You know what I mean? Like I love Zeke, but man, I can't explain how much I love Dez. Dez is like the only person that I literally turned into a fan. Like I literally turned into a fan. I had the opportunity to kick it with him in personal corner at the draft last year, man. And no matter how many times I've seen Dez, man, I turn into a fan every time. Panthers are loading, but they still got bad quarterback play. So I got to catch you at a game this year, West Coast. Hey, I know I'm going to every game on the West Coast. I'm going to the Charger game. I'm going to the Arizona game. I'm going to the 49er game. Do we play in Carolina this year? If we are, I'm going there too. Hell, you mean? Alexander Madison's re-signed with he re-signed with Minnesota. Devin Singletary. I keep hearing his name. I'm about to look at him. Hey, y'all got some questions before I get up out of here? It's been too long for Dez. I'm 88 for life. This is too long. This team we built around Zeke for Zeke. He deserved it. Yeah, but he don't deserve a Super Bowl ring if he ain't on the team. You can't do that. Like Dez built he built a star, bro. Like he helped put that star on that team. You feel me? Forget that, man. Give a ring to Tony Romo. Hell, you mean? I could give a Super Bowl ring to anybody. I give it to Tony Romo. because they don't down Dez as much as they down Tony Romo. If I could give anybody a ring, Romo's getting it. Like without even hesitation, Romo's getting it. I could see Zeke going to Detroit though. I could see him going to Detroit. Appreciate you, Eric. Hey man, Facebook, we had 900 stars. Can we get to 2,000? Tony Romo, I can get with you on that. Yeah. Yeah, if I give anybody a ring, I'm giving it to Tony Romo. Have to. All right, y'all, man. Hey, it's been a pleasure. It's been love. I appreciate y'all. Hey, man, listen to me. I need everybody to hit that star button. He says, but do we actually think JJ and Steven are going to go as far as a wide receiver? Yes, I believe they will. I believe they will. I believe they will. I believe you guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the Cowboys are going to try to trade for DeAndre Hopkins. Does it happen? I don't know if it happens, but I think they are legitimately trying to trade for him. Like, I don't like being one of those guys that be like, I have a source, but I got a homeboy, man. You feel me? I got a homeboy, though. I do got a homeboy that's, he know a couple things. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I got a couple homeboys, you know what I'm saying? David Montgomery says, but yeah, a couple of the homies said they are definitely interested. So what you're hearing about the interest is definitely there. The Cowboys are definitely trying to. Does it happen? I don't know. Cowboys try to do stuff all the time, though. Romo definitely deserved his ring. Absolutely. All right, so yo, man, appreciate y'all. He says I hit your DM West. Appreciate you, Darren. Hey, man, make sure I'm going to the draft, man. He says West Coast, how we know Tony Pollard's going to be the same that's taking a gamble. We don't know. We don't know. That's one of my issues. We don't know. All right, so yo, man, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all. You already know what it is. Never look down because the stars up. Peace.